But one of the questions that comes to the mind of many Christian people, the man said he had a Christian background. How, if he has a Christian background, can he see himself committing these crimes? When we look into the present day form of the teachings of Isa alayhi salam, what is left of his teaching, we find terrible mistakes that their scholars and scribes have put into their books. We find that in order to deify Jesus, in order to put Isa alayhi salam in the position of a god, they lowered the other prophets. And so they tried to portray the prophets as being people who committed the worst type of sin. So when these crimes are shown as being committed by the prophets, then the individual tells himself, then I can see myself doing it. If the best of mankind did it, then I myself also can do it. And so when we look at their scriptures, we find these teachings. They said, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, about Noah alayhi salam in their book called Genesis 9:23 to 24. They claimed that Noah alayhi salam had gotten drunk and he was naked in front of his children. They claimed that Sulaiman alayhi salam worshipped idols before he died. This is found in 1 Kings 11:9 to 10. And the verse goes as follows. And the Lord was angry with Solomon, and had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods. But he kept not that which the Lord commanded. And so they believed in their false belief that Sulaiman alayhi salam died worshipping idols. Wal-iyadu billah. They say that Harun alayhi salam was the one who fashioned the golden calf. And they put this in Exodus 32:4. They say that Lut alayhi salam, they say he was accused of zina, incest with his 2 daughters. And they put this in his book Genesis 19:36. They say that Jacob or Yaqub alayhi salam was accused of marrying 2 sisters at the same time. In Deuteronomy 23:2. They accused Ammon, the son of Dawood, of incest and rape in 2 Samuel 13 to 14. And it continues in their book. And so the wrong image of the prophets is created in their mind. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about these prophets in Surah Al-An'am, in many different surahs, He tells us, كُلًّا هَدَيْنَاهُمْ فَضَّلْنَاهُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ كُلًّا مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, we guided all of the prophets. All of them were righteous people. All of them were salihin. All of them were righteous. All of them were doers of good. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us in Quran the cleansing of the Old Testament and the New Testament. He has given us the completion of His truth and shown us that these lies that have been told on the Prophet is what the scribes and the scholars have put into the work of Christianity. O you who believe, in the face of this type of akhlaq, this type of character which is being built into the society, we do as Muslims. How do we protect ourselves? First, we have to teach our children and teach ourselves the true story of the Prophet. Teach them that they were all of the Salihin. All of them were muhsineen. All of them were guided, وَفَضَّلُوا عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. They were all put above the other people of all of the nations. We have to show them their lives, the truth about their lives. And then we have to give the example to our families. If we are the good example, keeping hudud, have haya when the man deals with his wife. The man should have haya, have shame when he deals with his daughter. The wife should have shame when she deals with her son. There should be limits within the Islamic household. If we have the magazines that have these pictures, that have these stories, then we should not have these within our household. We should not encourage our children, through our example, to start to look at this and form their character around this filth and this misguidance. Also, we should talk to our children about intimate matters. We should talk to them when they reach maturity about how a Muslim man relates to a Muslim woman. Show them about family life. We have learned, La haya fi deen. There's nothing to be ashamed of when we deal with the deen. Show the young man how to be a man in Islam. Show the woman, the young girl, how to be a Muslim woman. Teach them about how to raise children. Teach